Today, I'm gonna be bringing you guys a school life hacks video slash just full of tips and motivation, how to just be successful during school. If you guys are in a slump right now, because you know, I know I'm always in that mood. Hopefully this will kind of get you out of that zone. But first, this video calls for glasses. You guys might have heard of some of these tips before, but it doesn't hurt to reiterate. This video is actually a collab with my good friends here on YouTube, Haley Williams and Breelyn Glitter Forever 17. They are also doing life hacks videos, so definitely go check out their videos, and their links will be in the description box, so make sure to go check them out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get started. This first one is actually a tip. So if you have the choice between taking notes on your laptop versus taking them by hand, definitely take them by hand, because if you have your laptop open during class, I guarantee you will be distracted. I'm speaking from personal experience. Like, forever21.com is just one click away. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything is there for you to just reach. Also, when you're taking notes on your laptop, you kind of just take notes word for word, and you don't really retain any information by doing that. So if you write out your notes, then you have to kind of understand the material and then summarize, and it's just better for you. The second tip slash life hack that I always use is an app called Self-Control on my Mac. If you have a Windows computer, you can use Cold Turkey, keepmeout.com, or Stay Focused. And basically what it does is it prevents you from using certain websites that you block. So usually when I come back home, well, this is the most painful thing I probably do all day, but I turn on my self-control and start doing my work, because you know, you just gotta do it, or else the Netflix, the YouTube is right there. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm always falling asleep during class, and that's mostly because I don't get enough sleep. Usually on a daily basis, I'll get 5 hours of sleep, if I'm lucky 6. Rarely do I hit the 8-hour mark, which you should definitely be getting 8 hours of sleep. That's the main reason why I always fall asleep during class, but I can't really fix anything at that point. So what I do to stay awake is I take a piece of gum and chew it. I don't know why this works, but it does. It keeps me awake during class. Also, I would recommend interacting with the teacher, because if you're asking questions, it's not very likely that you're gonna fall asleep while talking to the teacher.
What is the date today? Just make sure you have a good question in mind.
Life hack number 4 slash tip. If you're on a time crunch and you have the super long article or something to read, usually the first and last paragraphs and the first and last sentences have the most information. So just read those sections and skim the middle part, and you'll pretty much be set. The 5th life hack is for when you are reviewing slash editing your essay or reviewing your notes. If they're on your computer, try changing the font. Your brain will have to kind of work harder to understand the information, and it won't just be automatically thinking that you already wrote this stuff, you know what I mean? It'll think it's new information, and it'll pay more attention to the stuff, and you'll just kind of remember it better. Or if it's an essay, you'll be able to edit it better and see more of the mistakes. Number 6 is for when you're studying slash doing your work. Personally, I'm a very messy person, but whenever I'm gonna study for a major exam or do a lot of homework, I try to clean out my area beforehand just so I don't get distracted. I also like to make my bed. It's just when the room is clean, you kind of feel motivated to do work, and you have the sense of my life is together, because I feel like my room state reflects the state of my life. If my room is messy, my life is a mess. I can literally get distracted by anything. If there's eraser bits on the table, I will get distracted by that. Number 7 is when you are writing an essay. You know when you get into that slump where you're just sitting there thinking, oh no, this essay is due tomorrow, I have no idea what to write, and you just sit there staring at your screen with nothing on it for an hour. What I learned to do is just write down anything that comes to your mind, any kind of ideas, words, and just start from there, because if you have some kind of ideas to build on, you can go from there, because you have to edit it anyway. You're not gonna type out a perfect essay the first try. That's how I kind of write my essays. Tip number 8, I recently started doing this, and that's group studying, and I found that this helps me so much, especially if you choose productive people to study with. They can really help you stay focused, and I feel like it's easier to talk things out while studying, because if you're just reading, you kind of just get bored and fall asleep.
Let's study. Okay, so to increase money supply, the government sells or buys bonds. Okay. What? Carol! Are you playing Club Penguin? Well, yeah, I gotta check on the puffles. What? Our midterm is tomorrow. Oh, focus. Okay? Jeez. Close that laptop and get your head in the game. Troy Bolton style. Let's study.
Number 9 is something that I recently picked up. It's basically to read ahead, and I know that you obviously don't want to read ahead because, like, why would you want to do extra work when you don't have to? But I found that this actually helps so much. If you read ahead, then during class you can actually ask your teacher questions and you'll be able to follow along more, because if you're taking notes in class and you're like, what the heck is happening? You're not gonna learn anything. Whereas if you read ahead and you don't really get it, but you kind of have an idea, you'll be able to follow along more because the teacher like explains everything. And yeah, so this next life hack kind of a little bit blew my mind. So it's basically to search Google like a pro. Here is a picture of all of the functions that you can use to search for stuff on Google more accurately. So for example, my favorite one is probably the one with the the wavy hyphen, I like to call it. So if you use that before a word, it'll actually search for results of synonyms of that word. Say in this example, it uses classes. So if you go wavy hyphen classes, it'll show options that have lessons, and I don't know what another word for classes is, but yeah. Number 11 is another tip. So in class, if you have to take notes, I would recommend listening more than writing, because if you're just gonna copy down notes from the presentation, like, you're not really listening to what the teacher is saying, and you don't really understand what's going on until after when you read it, and you might not even understand it then. Number 12 is something that saved my freaking butt in high school, and it's still saving me now. And it's Khan Academy. You guys have maybe heard of them before. So basically they're a YouTube channel, and it's like this guy who teaches a bunch of different subjects like math, econ, physics, bio. If you're having trouble with a specific unit, chances are they probably have a lesson on it. Number 13 is kind of like the random one in the group. I included this one because it actually works. So have you ever had experiences when you're like super hungry during class and your stomach rumbles? It's like kind of embarrassing, gotta say. What you can do is actually expand your stomach, and that'll stop the grumbling, and I can attest to this. It actually works. Like, I've tried this before, but the thing is, when you relax your stomach again, the grumbling will continue. If you can find a way to control the relaxing and expanding, then I mean, it'll work. So yeah, those are all of the tips / life hacks, but I just wanted to add, I know that a lot of you guys might be miserable. I know that a lot of you guys might be miserable in school right now. I know that feeling. But okay, think of it this way. You're pretty much stuck for 7 hours anyway. You might as well make the most of it. So rather than just like sitting in class hating your life, you might as well just try to think more positively. Try to think of what you can gain from being in school, because a lot of people in different countries don't even have this kind of privilege. So just learn as much as you can, and even though it can be really hard and stressful sometimes, as long as you don't let your negativity get in the way, I feel like it can be a pretty cool experience. So yeah, that is my deep moral lesson of the video. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys learned something from it. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you want to talk to me, and make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye!